In this lesson, we will learn about Whitebox packet sniffing in case of Bluetooth Low Energy. So what exactly is Whitebox sniffing and what is the relevance of it? Well, in case of Whitebox packet sniffing in case of BLE, what we do is we install a mobile application that comes with an IoT device on our Android phone, and our objective is to log all the Bluetooth Low Energy packets that are exchanged between the mobile application and the IoT device. Therefore, you need to have access to the mobile application that comes with the IoT device and of course the sample IoT device that you wish to test. There are broadly two reasons why we would want to perform a Whitebox packet sniffing test in case of Bluetooth Low Energy IoT. Firstly, through a packet capture, we can test if an IoT device is transmitting any sensitive information like passwords, credit card information, or personally identifiable information. Secondly, packet capture can help us understand how an IoT solution works. For example, how do its constituent components like the mobile application and the IoT device itself communicate with each other. And this intelligence can be leveraged to perform targeted attacks on IoT device, as we will see with examples of a smart bulb and smart lock in one of the lessons in this course. Okay, so we understand the relevance of Whitebox sniffing, but how is it performed and what do we need? So for Whitebox sniffing, we don't need a lot of hardware and software. We basically need an Android phone on which we can install the mobile application that comes with an IoT device that we want to perform a test on. And of course, we need the IoT device as well. And then secondly, we need the packet capture and review software called Wireshark, which should be installed on any laptop or desktop that you have, whether it's inside the virtual machine or outside of it, it doesn't matter. Now let's look at the steps that we need to undertake in order to perform Whitebox sniffing. And then after that, we will see an actual packet capture in Wireshark that I already have from a previous Whitebox sniffing exercise. So the first step is to install the IoT mobile application on your Android phone. The second step is that you need to enable a feature on your Android phone called Enable HCI Bluetooth Snoop Log. Now what this feature does is the moment you enable it, from that point onwards, any Bluetooth Low Energy communication that takes place between your mobile phone and the IoT device will get captured in a packet capture file that will be stored on your Android phone. Enabling HCI Bluetooth Snoop Log feature may require a couple of additional steps that I will talk about in a few moments, but let's press on. So the step 3 is, once you have installed the mobile application on your Android phone and you have enabled the HCI Bluetooth Snoop Log option on your Android phone, the next step is to use the mobile application to play with the IoT device. So for example, if the IoT device in question is a smart bulb, you could use your mobile application to switch on or switch off the smart bulb or change the color of light emitted by it. Or alternatively, if it's a smart lock, that is the IoT device in question that you want to test, what you could do is you could use your mobile app to lock or unlock the smart lock. Now, once you've played with the IoT device for a few seconds, for let's say 30 to 40 seconds, what you can do is you could then have a look at the packet capture file, which is stored on your Android phone, and then transfer the packet capture file to a laptop or desktop where you have Wireshark. And through the packet review that we will conduct within Wireshark, we can have a look at the packet capture or the communication to note any instances where any passwords are being sent or any critical information is being sent or exchanged between the two BLE devices like a smartphone and a smart clock or a smart bulb. Now let's go a bit deeper into Enable HCI Bluetooth Snoop Log option, because it may not be enabled by default on your Android phone. So let's see what are the steps that you need to undertake in order to enable Bluetooth Snoop Log feature on your Android phone. So the first step is that you need to go to settings and go to developer options. If you don't see developer options inside settings in your Android phone, what you can do is you could go to this link here that I've mentioned on this slide, and I'll also enclose the link below this lesson on the course dashboard. So what you could do is you could go to this link, and depending on your Android phone, you could learn how you can enable developer options on your Android phone. So once you've enabled the developer options feature and you can see it on your Android phone, click on the developer options feature, and what you should be able to see now is a few options under developer options, and one of the options would be enable Bluetooth HCI Snoop log. So that's the option that you need to enable so that your Android phone starts logging all the BLE packets that are exchanged between your Android phone and an IoT device. Now in my case, the packet capture is stored on my Android phone in file manager, storage, internal storage, OEM_log, BT Snoop. So this is the folder, BT Snoop folder, where the packet capture is stored in case of my Android phone. And the name of the file starts with HCI_Snoop and the extension is CFA. Now don't worry too much about the extension, because the moment you transfer this file on your laptop or desktop which has Wireshark installed on it, when you open this file inside Wireshark, it will render itself fine. So just to make things more clearer, let me show you what a Whitebox packet capture looks like when we view it in Wireshark. So I'm on my Windows box now, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to launch Wireshark. So let me type Wireshark, press enter, and the Wireshark window has opened. The next thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to File, Open, and go to the folder where I've saved the Whitebox packet capture file. So here it is. So I'm going to double click on it, and this is what the Whitebox packet capture looks like inside Wireshark. Now in case of Whitebox packet capture, you would notice that there will be multiple packets where either the source or the destination would be host or the controller, and these correspond to the host and controller building blocks that we discussed earlier on in this course when we were discussing the fundamentals. Now let's look at a packet in a bit more detail and understand what the packet looks like and what sort of information can we get from looking at the packet. So I've already identified a packet beforehand just to save us some time, and that is packet number 2304. So let's go to that packet. So here it is. Let me move this packet to the top so that we can have a better view of it. So in this case, the packet concerns my mobile phone, which has the IoT mobile application installed on it. And in this case, my mobile IoT application sent a packet to my smart lock, which is mentioned as padlock here. And the protocol in question is the ATT protocol. Now what happened in this case is that my IoT mobile application sent a write request and basically wrote something to the characteristic with the handle 002D. If you want more details, we can look at this second window pane inside Wireshark. Let's look at Bluetooth. When you click on this, you will be able to see the Bluetooth address of both the source and the destination. So for example, in this case, I can see the Bluetooth device address of both my smartphone on which the mobile IoT application is installed, as well as my smart lock. If we click on Bluetooth attribute protocol, this can give us some very useful information. So notice that when I clicked on Bluetooth attribute protocol, the third pane also became active and we are able to see the details of the packet. So in this case, as we can see, it's a write request, and the characteristic handle which was written to is 002D, and it also shows us the value that was written to that characteristic. So in this case, as we can see, the value that was written to the characteristic in question is 0012345678 followed by 8 zeros. This is very interesting because I know that before I can unlock my smart lock, I need to provide it with a password, and the password is 12345678. So this is an example of a case where a packet capture can give you a very useful intelligence which can help you take control of the IoT device. In this case, we are able to find the password that could help us unlock smart lock. That's all for this lesson, and in the next lesson, we will look at a different way to capture Bluetooth low energy packets, and that is known as the black box packet sniffing exercise.